Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow, I look kinda reddish.
Oh.
If you check my stream, I look, like pretty red on my face.
Let's have a look-see. Yeah, you are a bit red.
Yes.
If you could colour correct, I'd say add in some blue.
Yes, I was just thinking that. I'm actually going to go with color spill reduction, so it should kind of make it better.
In other news, I've begun playing Stardew Valley recently.
Oh.
Yeah, a bunch of friends brought me to the dark side, and now I'm in the cult of. Now I'm in a Stardew cult. So. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So. I'm just farming, mining, and doing all kinds of nature shenanigans.
Yes.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I've been playing Devil May Cry 5.
Nice.
Well, I have reinstalled my computer, and now my face looks grey and
Lovely.
boring.
Okay.
Excuse me whilst I just sit through this Man in High Castle Prime advert.
Mm.
Oh, speaking of Amazon Prime, American God Season 2 is out.
Oh.
Ooh.
The first episode is so good, it did the whole trippy transition to backstage.
I think that fixes it a bit, but I'm not sure. Well, we'll see it in about 15 seconds. Yeah, that fixed it.
Cool beans. And yeah, you look good.
Thank you.
Now the only thing I want to make sure is working is the extension I've got for D&D Beyond.
Oh, nice.
But I have no way of checking if it's working without physically logging out.
Oh, I see.
Well, I can actually just go to my own stream in another window.
Indeed.
Right.
Also,
the extension.
Also, I would actually need to step off to the bathroom quick, while because I have this little thing called unwanted face hair situation going on.
Sounds
and by
tragic.
all means, go have a shave.
Yes.
Also, I have a play around with D&D Beyond and see how the Twitch extension works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so everybody from here,
Mm-hmm.
all the characters minus the duplicate. But on the right, actually not on the left.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. On the one hand, I want to ask whether it's what I think it is, but then on the other hand, it's like I'll wait and see and not make assumptions. Oh yeah, did you read my sort of note on?
Hey, it works. Got it working.
I was going to say, did you read my note on like if the thing with a certain someone was to happen, then they try and avoid doing the thing I wrote down if they have enough control.
Possibly. I will be honest and say there's a lot in my head at the minute.
That's fair. I'm
Cool.
sorry.
So that should help out people with the stream.
Woo.
And actually, I might make adjustments in the future.
Sweet. Yeah, I apologise for... Yeah, carry on.
That's right. I'm just having the sudden thought, and maybe someone listening to this can chime in. If it's possible for Roll20 to have Streamlabs connection.
I mean, who
So
knows?
kind of like how D&D Beyond is working with the extension. So it's got your character portraits and your hit points, but that's it.
Fair.
And then if I go over and click on actual characters, it'll bring up a condensed version of your character sheet. So for B12, for example, I can see his full stats, modifiers, his AC, and his daggers.
Well then.
If I go to Yoko,
Yes.
I can see the fact that you have a glaive, an AC of 20, yada yada yada. And if I want to, I can then go to a full character sheet.
Sweet. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. So it's clearly working.
Woohoo.
Just need to go and update a few things on people's characters. Nothing drastic, it's just portraits.
Yeah, fair.
And I have returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Managed to get my D&D Beyond extension working.
Sweet.
We've got something close.
Ah. Okay. So 2 players are coming up shortly.
Yep.
Oh,
Sweet.
Wizards of the Coast, D&D Beyond team, I love you and everything, but can we please have more portraits for races?
please.
Yes, please.
I mean, I know that there is the option of like putting your own like portrait into like D&D Beyond, which is great and all, But yeah, like you really gotta get some variation there, sort of thing.
Well, it's not that. I don't mind if all the portraits are quite clearly the same position and angle. Put it that way.
Mm.
And they've just been photoshopped edit to make things quicker and easier. But like Dragonborn, currently the only options are red, what I assume is a copper or a bronze.
Yeah.
Someone with a bone plate, a green Dragonborn with a hood, a bronze in some armour. It's a bit far away, and two villains from Horde of the Dragon Queen, which are blue and black. So why can't I have a white Dragonborn?
Because they're racist.
You know, clearly they've done something, because the red and the copper one have the same. It's clearly been has the same base design, and they just edited that. So why can't I have those in variety? It's weird. I'm not anti it. I just wish it was there.
Yes, it would be sweet.
Also, I've changed people's profiles. Why aren't they sticking?
Because they love it.
And there we go. Whilst it's not completely right for Zyron, it's cheesy enough for it to count.
Ah.
So now if I reload the page... D&D Beyond still hasn't updated.
I need to take a gander of my own character sheet.
Come on, just... There we go. Whew.
Oh
well. Brian, did you update my character sheet, by the way?
D&D Beyond or Roll20?
Roll20.
Think I did.
Because it still says Rogue level 7.
In which case then I did not. That needs to change.
Oh, by the way, I decided to write down the long and the short version of the Grass Cutter Sword. And part of me is like, should I attempt it? Okay, here we go. Ame no Murakuma no Tsurugi.
Hey!
There we go. Hey!
Hello.
Hello.
That was very well said. There we
Yes.
go. All the important stuff's now updated.
Yes. And the short version is Kusanagi no Tsurugi. Yeah. Yeah, I did sort of watch the video and make sure that I tried to pronounce it correctly.
So basically, great swords are different class than long swords and short swords.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They are basically giant metal clubs.
Yes, because I was like, I'm proficient in long swords. Damn.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get your sneak attack with a longsword.
That is actually very correct.
Can only come from light or ranged weapons.
Yes.
So technically, a musket would count a firearm, because that is a ranged weapon.
Yes.
So in a very Renaissance or steampunky thing, you could be a rogue sniper. Might go for the one shot.
Yes.
One shot, one kill.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
If I fire once, I know exactly where I am. It is the ultimate stealth tactic.
Nice.
It's ultimately working stealth tactic. Hmm.
Oh boy.
It looks kinda disturbing to watch myself take a drink out of energy drink.
Hey! Dog!
Hello!
Hi!
Hi! Oh, how have you been?
The lights are on, but no one's home.
Okay.
Ah, there we go.
Hey! Oh man. Oh boy. Fun times.
Indeed.
Yes,
Sometimes.
indeed.
Oh, Tom, that reminds me, now that you're here, we can do some housekeeping. Because I forgot to say this over the past week. I have some bad news.
Hmm?
You gained 2 levels.
Okay.
I was hoping for the... Don't tell me I died.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tom. It's just like your nonchalant, like kind of reaction where it's like, oh, okay, like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh boy. Ah. Still, fun times. But yeah, we're all level 9 now. Woo!
Woohoo!
So I only have
Ah, yeah.
2 major questions for you, Tom.
Hmm?
Leveling up. Do you want to take the flat hit dice rate or roll that wonderful d10?
Yeah, seconds. I'm trying to adjust my volume because you're super fucking loud. Oh,
Hello.
Hello.
It's okay.
just Brian, speak. Just 'cause I need to change my volume because you're super.
Right. I shall keep on talking then for you to adjust your volume. Adjust your volume. Adjust your volume.
Okay, that's better. Right, other ones.
Hello. Yeah, and talky talk, talky to talk, talkity talk talk, talk 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 talk, talk a talk, talk a talk talk. Okay.
Just
Cool.
a moment.
Roll 20.
Boy.
Just logging in now.
Nice. Why is this? Why is Wikipedia doing this to me?
Because it loves you?
Because every time I click random article the first time, it gives me something British. Like this time, list of British films in 1973.
So close.
what?
Oh, that's weird and freaky. I don't like it.
Oh,
Well, it
What
turns out
happened?
the extension will work in the dashboard
Okay.
Chrissy!
for Twitch.
Hello. Oh.
No, Christy isn't here. Oh, no, she
Wait.
is. Sorry, I'm
What's
looking at the
the
stream
song?
and the stream hasn't caught up. I'm a terrible human being. So yeah, the extender works in the dashboard and it's kind of weird because it's all squashed.
Oh.
I'll stick with the channel view.
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did have a mic set up, and then it seems to have like chosen the mic over this, and now I haven't got the mic in, but it's still choosing the mic. So there you go.
Yeah.
I can log in now.
Alright then.
Yeah, I'm just logging in. So
Cool. That's right, we'll get Tom leveled up and then we should be good to go.
yeah, I never looked at spells and stuff, so
So yeah,
okay.
Tom, hit points. Would you like to go with the flat rate for a fighter or roll that wonderful d10?
How many times am I doing it if we've gone up twice?
Twice.
Twice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 50-50, please, Bob.
So take one roll and one flat upgrade.
Yeah.
Okay, then go ahead and roll for me, please, a d10 and add 1 to the result.
Well.
9. Hit again.
So that puts you up to that much, and then we'll go flat rate for the next one, puts you at a grand total of 70 hit points.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
And then the second thing is, since you have reached 8th level, you can have an ability score improvement, or forego that and have a feat.
My options.
So, ability score increase a stat by 2, or 2 stats by 1. Or you can go for a feat, which could give you some sort of advantage in other areas.
That meant, what's my options for my feats?
Alright, for your feat, a lot.
Left and right.
A good one is Sharpshooter. So you master ranged weapons and can make shots that others find impossible. You gain the following benefits. Attacking at the long range doesn't impose disadvantage. So your musket is like a permanent range of 120 feet without penalty. You ignore half cover and 3/4 cover, and before you make an attack with a weapon, you can say, I'm going to take 5 off the to hit roll, but I'm going to add 10 to its damage roll.
Oh. I actually took that
Yep.
feat, but it's not here in my sheet, actually.
Now, I need to transfer it over because it's an optional thing, and D&D Beyond works a lot better for like toggling options.
Yes. But it's fine. Carry on.
So yeah, that's one feat option. I'm trying to see if there are others which might be interesting for you. And I will be honest and say there isn't a lot.
I'll go with that then. A sharpshooter.
Yeah. Cool. And with that, Dario is now fully upgraded and ready for war.
Woo!
Sweet.
Well, the end of war. Right, where can I put sharpshooter?
In
on
the
here?
feats and traits? Or...
Yeah, I have to go in there.
yeah, I would have thought, since it's like a feat and that, it would go in there.
Yeah, I was just kind of hoping it would allow changes. Oh, actually, can we do it in modifiers? We can do it in modifiers.
Sweet.
Okay. I'll have to do it manually, mind you, but it will work.
God damn it. I just noticed the one little thing which was off from my stream title.
Hmm.
Because last week we were playing, my stream title wasn't Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes, it was Tales of Fumbles of Fortunes. Damn.
Okay. I'm going to test the button.
Okay.
The button no work. Why is the button not working? Oh, that's applying it to all. Oh god, okay, that makes things a bit interesting.
And I just realised a thing that's pretty interesting too. So you remember that aura So you remember that aura of protection I mentioned like last time, Brian,
Yeah.
where I said that it was +4 to anyone who's within 10 feet of myself?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of done my numbers wrong, and it's actually +5.
Oh wow.
Because I increased my charisma modifier, so it's like +4, and then +1 from like the thing. So, yeah. So yeah, just pointing that out there.
Hey, it works.
Yay!
So,
Yay!
Tom, on your Roll20 character sheet, underneath your personalities, ideals, bonds, and flaws, there's a little bit called modifiers. And I put a thing in there called sharpshooter. If you click the box next to it, it'll put a tick in it, and then it will adjust all your things for sharpshooter.
Right, so just go test it. Click that, and then
No, if the next to it there's a little tick box which you need to click. So it's currently on now. And I mean, it's really faint.
tick box.
Yeah, just to the left of sharpshooter. Don't know if you can see it. I'm clicking it on and off.
No.
Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay then, I'll turn it off for now.
Fit picture.
Hang on, let me screen grab it for you. Where's it gone? Snipping tool. Rectangular shape. Now we just want to. Oops. Copy. I'll drop it in the Discord chat. It's about there in that highlighted area. It's a pretty faint box.
Okay, let me have a quick look. Okay, I found it. Sorry, I scrolled right down to the bottom where it's got class features.
Ah,
Ticked it.
cool. There you go. -5 to your attack, so your attack goes from +11 to +6, but then your damage shoots up from +5 to +15.
Damn.
Musket doing some real damage.
Yes.
Okay, right. Last thing we need to do before we get started is Christian spells. If she would like some help with that.
I haven't had a look, so don't worry, I'll add them.
Okay. Alright then. So if everyone's all good and ready, shall we get started on playing some Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes.
Yes. Let's get this show on the road.
It has been a rather long time. So, welcome back everybody to Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes here on Tales of Gaming Addiction. Last time, we had a bit of a boss fight. Our wonderful band of adventurers called the Burning Soul had begun their mission within Valencia itself, had pushed on through an artillery barrage, narrowly missing a few hits along the way, and finally arriving within the city hall. Upon arriving, you guys took flak from wizards and musketmen, one of which misfired his rifle so horrifically he dropped it out the window. And Dario did what can only be described as a Rainbow Six Siege style breach and clear of the room. Meanwhile, Zyron and others went to where the wizards were throwing magic missiles out the window, and he managed to scan himself a few bits. And during all that, you moved on into the building itself, where you found a line of musketmen ready to fire, only to watch sweet little Zyron come out reading a scroll which contained fireball, and decimated the troop line. Pushing onto the upper floor, you've found the sort of Lord's chamber where he was sort of awaiting you, and Zyron started the fight by using his mage hand to throw one of the lantern balls past the mayor and out the window, shattering some of the stained glass, irritating him to the point of combat. And through what can only be described as an absolute murder fest, and dumbing down of his wisdom and various saves. God damn you all! I still think the hero of the combat was Dario, though, because that musket did damage.
Oh,
yeah, Dario was a really huge
Deadly.
part of the damage dealt.
Like, Jesus.
So it was pretty cool. It was sad that Tom was not here, but he was here in
Aw.
spirit,
Woo.
murderizing the enemy. Upon his defeat, he reduced back to his regular humanoid form, and you took the armor off him and everything else and kept that as your loot. You then began to explore the mansion in full, to which I need to remind myself of.
A certain thing
Ah.
in a certain room.
Hang on, we'll get to that in a moment. So, going to all
Yes.
rooms, you found a couple of sermons courses, you've had a study in which contained a diary where the mayor was like keeping frantic notes about what was wrong and how he had terrible visions ever since he received a certain box. Finally leading to Marlon, who found basically the treasure vault, saw a huge pile of treasure, Went, that looks a bit trapped. I'll let the cat handle that one. Saw a box and decided not to touch the box.
Ah, you should have got in the box.
Well, Betois and Zyra decided not to loot the treasure. Again, you guys missed out on so much. That was what I threw over my shoulder last week, was the loot list. Oh, you could go back if you really want to.
Yeah, but then we have to deal whatever's in that bloody room.
Yes.
That was going to be the next bit, really. Betois then nonchalantly fired an arrow at the box, chipped a bit off, and watched all this black smoke congeal into almost a doppelganger version of himself. And you guys shut and locked the door behind you, and then left. With this creature just gently tapping on the door, saying, "Excuse me, would you let me out, please?" And when we last left you all, you had returned back after another barrage of artillery, grazed a couple of you. Wasn't enough to kill you. You got back to the inn. A lot of people just chained up the mayor and left him in a corner, still alive. And you guys, I believe, were reveling in victory.
Well, essentially. And we kind of discovered that the armor is a bit shady at best.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that Betois actually has this piece of cloth tied around his arm so he can be identified more easily by the party.
Oh boy.
So yeah. So Burning Soul, what would you guys like to do for the evening? You can rest up, you can push back to friendly territory. Choices are yours.
I'll let everyone else say their piece before I do what I want to do. Don't jump in all at once, guys.
Yeah, I'm waiting as well.
Can't remember what we did. So where are we exactly?
You guys are now back at the Crossbows Inn. Recovering from your wounds from the last battle. And kind of reveling in pseudo-victory for now, whilst the artillery barrage slowly comes to a halt.
What do you do? Well, hadn't we better tell, weren't we back here to tell, like, the resistance?
Yeah, we're essentially at the crossed bows, pretty much telling the resistance, yeah, we found the, like, mayor dude, and he was probably possessed, and all that jazz.
So yeah, it's kind of a moment of celebration and revelry. In the mixed gunfire and the backing track of the 1812 overture.
Okay, yeah, I'm just typing something while everyone else is sort of contemplating on what to do.
I actually have no idea what would I do currently.
I mean, in that case then, I would like to interrogate the mayor.
Okay, you go over to him. They haven't put him in the basement, let's put him in the back corner of the room. Still unconscious from when you guys beat him bloody in the armour.
I would just like to gently pat him on the face. Just like, hello, wakey wakey, rise and shine.
And at this point, Betois is like, that's not gonna do it, and he just kind of like, snaps him to the forehead with his middle finger.
Ow!
Wake up!
Why? Why would you wake a man up like that?
Beetwa, that was not nice.
Well, sometimes you don't need to be nice. Sometimes you just need to get people awake.
Well, anyway, Mr. Master, we would like to ask you a few questions about what has happened recently and how you got possessed by very shady piece of armor. That good, yes?
Okay, fine. Could we have this conversation in common?
Well, no. Why, yes, of course. No. Why, yes, of course. My common not so good, but I try my best. And
So, what do you want to know?
first of all, you're going to be honest with us, yes?
Yes.
Good. So,
Not inside that.
You can inside check me if you like. Roll a natural one. Roll a natural one.
How about not 20?
Dang it! One of these days, I'll learn to keep my trap shut. You are quite confident that he's not lying.
Ah, sweet.
He's not really in a position to lie. He's currently bound in chains.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
So you start from beginning of what you remember before you got possessed by armor.
How far back do you want to go?
Let's see. And I'm just referring to the ragged note. So 3 days ago, a chest arrived by mysterious stranger. Tell us more about that.
I don't know, it's some big dude. Wore all black armour. Seems to have quite a noble bearing about him. And said he had a gift to offer me. A sign of Valencia's true might. And I took it. Because after all, you don't refuse gifts from people when they come to visit.
You know of this stranger? A name, or at least what they look like?
Trying to think. Tall, about 6'6", pushing on maybe 6'7", if you didn't, with the boots and everything.
Boots and that.
Sorry, I just need to quickly Google something.
Okay.
Because I need to look up someone's name.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, about 6'6", maybe 7. It's hard to tell under all that armor. Massive red beard. As he goes on to describe it, it's kind of like how he looked when he wore the armor. So he had like a large, imposing thing. And he said it was Lord Hadrian.
Hadrian.
Hadrian. As in,
Oh,
like,
Hadrian.
yeah, as in the wall.
Hadrian. Would I know about this Hadrian?
Make an intelligence check. Since there is no more knowledge local. No, you have never heard of a Hadrian.
I could try myself as well, since I am nearby.
You certainly can.
Nice.
Hmm.
The name Lord Hadrian doesn't strike a particular chord with you, Betoir. It's still like a noble sounding name, sounds right for Valencia in the region, but I don't recall ever hearing that name.
Oh.
It might be a vassal lord or someone like that.
Maybe. Possibly.
Dario Marlon, you know of a Hadrian around here? Hello?
I'm trying to think. I can't remember. But to be perfectly honest, I'm confused and lost.
So Lord Hadrian. That is quite strange because when we first met you, you seemed to have black armor with beard, and it seemed quite odd that the person you described is pretty much what you looked like before we took armor off you.
Well, I don't know what that was. I just thought, well, that's a nice suit of armour. It seems to fit, and that's the last thing I remember was putting the armour on. Next thing I remember is the searing pain, bullet holes, and you guys beating the living tar out of me.
So, would you say that inside that chest was armor, yes?
Armour in a black diamond? Oh god. That black diamond's not still in that chest, is it? Love of God, wrap it up and throw it in the bottom of the river. Get rid of it.
If it won in the treasury room, maybe.
That was said with some trepidation. Why?
Because we come across chest and it had very weird, ominous, reverbery voice, which told us to pretty much let it out. We didn't, of course, but we kept the room locked, and I put note up to say, don't open the door to this room, in case it might get out.
Okay. Well, at least that's fine for now. I'll have to deal with this once the negotiations are over.
I forgot to say I will be back and try to sort out Daisy.
No
Okay.
worries.
Okay.
So, is that reason why you and other people decided to declare war on everyone else?
No, the war thing was more an argument I've had with Hillside for years. Negotiations are getting nowhere, so I just thought, sod it, we'll kill them all. At least kill the ruling party, didn't want civilians involved.
Well, it'd be late for that. Many civilian lives had been lost because of you.
I'm sure I'll atone for it somehow, or be punished either way. Now, if you've got nothing else to say, I am really tired and would like to get some sleep.
All right. I suppose we put you somewhere in a bed or something so you get rest.
Yeah, maybe a good night's rest would do you some good, really.
And as you suggest, the bed and everything else, the leader of resistance, Dave?
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad
It
someone
was
keeps up with
Dave.
my NPC names.
That was
Like,
Dave,
no,
Steve.
he's staying there. We're going to have tomato throwing competitions at him.
I think he had enough of punishment for one day. Besides, he's going to face consequences for his own actions soon.
He might have had enough punishment from you, but he hasn't had enough punishment from us, the people of our own city. So if you don't mind, leave him for us. We're not going to kill him. Just want to humiliate him.
I'm just reading the tenets, and I'm like looking at through acts of mercy, kindness, and forgiveness, and I'm really trying to think of a way to be like, no, you are not getting anywhere near him if you're going to do that to him. Like, look, even if you throw tomatoes and things like that, it probably not make you any better. Probably not make you feel any better. Besides, lot of people died, lot of people suffered, and you really think throwing tomatoes at man is going to resolve all problems?
That's just waste of food.
Yeah, they are pretty bad. They'll explode on impact. They'll probably explode before people get to throw them.
Which
we'll
gives
certainly
off.
feel better.
And it's really messy. I mean, would you really want to clean up tomato juice off floor and walls? I wouldn't.
You are kidding, right? You have seen this as a inn. There is a lot of mess. I'm used to cleaning up messes.
Fair. Fair. Which is why you probably don't want to clear up more mess than necessary.
No,
No.
it's fine.
If it make you feel any better, I can guard Mare from anything in case Mare start acting up again.
Well, from what I hear, it's the armor that was making him do that, right? And you've got the armor off him.
Yes.
And it's safe in our bag.
Well, then he's not going to be in any trouble. There you go.
Even?
He pulls out a box of not rotten tomatoes, but they look overripe. And then started screaming, 5 copper piece for a tomato, throw at the bastard.
I am going to attempt to lift the Mare over my shoulders and carry him upstairs. And because it's clearly obvious that the gentleman cannot be reasoned with in terms of alright, just leave him alone.
Okay then, I need you to go ahead and make a strength check. As he's currently tied to a table. Nice try, darling, come on. Go to your bedroom.
I think I could try to do.
Help me.
But before you even get a chance, Betoir, the guy's like, no. He's ours, and he's being very polite and assertive of, go away now. You've had your fun, this is our fun.
Alright.
No, really? You consider this fun in the middle of Warzone?
Well, they have to have something fun.
But not throwing food at a person who was possessed by armor that made him evil. Maybe that armor, I don't know, amplified his desire to get deal done for Hillside, and he just resorted to desperate measures,
Maybe,
which is still wrong. But it's still no reason to throw food at him.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just trying to think. What can I do?
My mind raced, and I thought, what could I do? And I knew. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
No, that's fine. I'm just thinking. Okay, no. God damn it. If only I had a Fey presence. I mean, no.
I regret ever retiring the Warlock.
Nah. I mean,
Oh,
I don't regret it at all.
That would be an interesting cross-class. Warlock Paladin.
Yes. That would be an interesting cross. But anyways. Either way, I take this man to bedroom so he can rest. He's had it. He's had his dignity stripped off. He's had enough of his dignity stripped off for one day.
I insist he stays down here. Otherwise, your rooms will be revoked.
Nah. Do whatever you want to him, I'm out.
I'm still standing by my tenets. What can I possibly do?
I'm not going to punish you for ignoring it once. You've tried your best, but he's being very insistent.
You know what? You know what? Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Oh no.
I am going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Why?
Because... yeah, so that I can distract him long enough to free the mayor. Well, not free the mayor, but take him upstairs.
Hang on then, let me pull up the stats for a bleeding commoner. Wisdom saving throw?
Yes, a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, wow.
Fuck, saba, blah, 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 blah. God damn it.
That would be a weird thing to Paladin to say.
Well, this was out of character, so...
Yes.
As you go to cast Hypnotic Pattern, he's like, huh, that's some pretty colours. Go to bed.
I go to bed with Mare in a non-sexual manner. Mind out of gutter.
Yeah, right.
To be fair, you'll be living up to the bard part of the character. Oh, that was good. And still, the guy's very insistent, flat out no.
How about we make compromise? May stay down here, but no food shall be thrown at him.
Alright, fine.
And I will make sure that no one does that to him. In fact, I will guard him if needs be. Save everyone else from keeping eye on him.
That's fine, we've got guards and everyone else, we can keep an eye on him. I doubt he's going to be going anywhere anytime soon.
Good. No, good. We needn't spill more blood than necessary. Not that I would spill blood in the first place, but people are unpredictable.
Yes, they are.
Fun times.
Yes.
Yeah, and Yoko will spend the rest of the evening near the mayor, making sure that nobody lays a harmful finger or food or beverage on him.
Damn. So that's why if you said never lay a fig on him, yeah, people don't lay a fig on him. Do lay in a few tomatoes or so.
Yes. But still. Fun times.
Yeah.
I can't believe he got nat 20 on that wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. Anyway, anybody else wants to do anything for the evening, or just gonna put your feet up and recover?
I'm just gonna recover. I'm quite ragged.
Marlon, Dario,
I'm here.
do you want to do anything whilst you're in the inn, or just sit back and relax?
Go brewing up some more sweets to sell.
Okay, then go ahead and give me an intelligence check as you start brewing up some new concoctions in the kitchen.
Still have some magic missiles on me, which we've not used at all.
Oh, the laceration sweets. I actually had something written for those somewhere. What have I done with them?
Our batch didn't go very well.
No, it's not your best batch. You don't know if it's just you're tired or exhausted, or the pub's kitchen isn't the best place to do this kind of work. You don't really waste the resources, but you don't make anything new either. I'm just trying to work out now where that... I had a thing for your lacerated sweets. I can't remember what I've done with it. I'll have to dig it up. In the image.
Said I've just got laceration thing sweets down.
Yeah. I had a little... Ah! Is that what I've done with them? Aha. Always good to have this on hand. There's a Rolodex full of odd cards I've done.
Nice.
No. No, those are League of Legends stats when I was doing shoutcasting from way back when, so I knew who was what. Aha, there we go. Laceration sweets. These fine sweets, although look delectable, are very dangerous. It takes an action to consume one sweet, and you get to cast Magic Missile as though you were a wizard of the appropriate level. I think at the time you made these, you were, what, 5th level? It was a while ago, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, no, it was way back when.
Yeah. So you make your own spell attack with the appropriate DCs and everything else. I'll add it to your character sheet in the break.
But
But that's what they were. It's a case of,
what do I need to do?
That's right, I'll add them to your sheet later, because they're like a special magic item I made up.
Yeah.
So you pop a sweet in your mouth and you can do Magic Missile, as opposed to expending spell slots to do it.
Nice.
Nice.
Right. Tom, did you want to do anything for the night?
I don't really know. Like I said, I'm still a bit confused as to what's going on, so I'm just going to journaling, sleep.
Okay then.
The biscuits, not any of that, you dirty pervert.
So as you all go to sleep for the evening, you will have a peaceful night's rest. If you'll all now notice in your journals on Roll20,
Yes.
you all have a new handout, which are dreams that you all have. Now, I'll give you guys a choice. You can either share them in your Roll20 journal.
Handouts, and then what? Which one is it?
It'll be called Your Character and Dream. So, Marlon Dream.
I haven't got it.
Really? Should be there.
Just go reload the page. But no, I haven't got it.
It says it's in your journal. Well, Roll20 anyway. I haven't updated the D&D Beyond.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. Now it is.
Yeah, there we go. So each of you can... So I'll give you guys the choice. You can either share it with everyone, like the dream you had in the following morning, or keep it to yourself. But for the benefit of those at home, what I will do is flick that over to that screen, so that way you can see what's going on. Flick this on, which is called the Dream Master, and then let you all read at your leisure.
I take it, are they all different, our dreams? Or
They're
the same
all
dream?
different. You all have different contacts. But yeah, I leave it to you guys if you want to share them or whatever, or ask questions.
That's why I actually is to share his dream, because that's kind of it.
I'm gonna say, I
Kind of,
think Lyra's the only one, isn't he, who wouldn't get the reference if it's all to do with the same thing.
I
I got my reference straight away from the last campaign.
Yeah. A lot of it doesn't necessarily tie to the last campaign. It's kind of cool, twisted stuff in the middle. There should be music playing on the music. So yeah, you all have a peaceful night's rest. So you'll wake up with your full hit points, your hit dice, your spells, and everything else. Those of the spellcastery persuasion, good chance now to twiddle about with your spell lists.
Nice.
And if anyone has any questions about their spells, about their dreams they've had, feel free to ask, and I will do my best to answer.
I'm trying to remember who the bronze dragon was.
I don't think we encountered a bronze dragon.
It was the brass one, wasn't it?
We encountered gold, copper, blue.
Yeah, that's copper. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
it's the
It's not
dwarves, wasn't it?
what?
Dwarves had gold and
Yeah,
red as
dwarves had
their
gold.
dragons from the last campaign. Lilith and Aurelian. You also met Umbreon, who is the black, Azulon the blue.
Viridis the green.
Yep.
Shinroi Megami the white.
Yep, Shiro Megami, the
And-
White Hunter.
Akanage the copper dragon.
Yep. The bronze dragon is Bronta Zeko.
Yeah, Bronta's Echo. Yeah, I don't think we met them.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, we didn't meet that. I was thinking of the copper one.
No, the only two I don't think you guys met in the last campaign were Letron, who is brass, and Bronta Zeko, which is bronze.
And there was a silver one, the one of piety.
Didn't you guys? I thought you guys met Argentuma.
No,
Obviously not.
I don't think we
It was
met
they were
Argentuma.
referenced, weren't
Yeah,
they?
it was referenced. Yeah.
Okay.
We others talked about them, but we didn't actually directly.
So yeah. Anyway, for the people at home as well, I do have Zyrens here. Obviously, Zyren is not with us this week.
Yeah.
But Zyren also has a dream.
Mm-hmm.
And I've sent Dom a private message with his dream on it.
Nice.
So he should be on the same page.
Yes.
I will admit, these were good. I've been thinking the past 2 weeks about these.
I have a dream. Song to sing.
Right. So as you guys
Nice.
already knows, I'm going to update Marlon's character sheet. The lacerating suites.
What I was going to say was, what what is the is the bronze dragon of anything particular? Paradis was like
Yeah.
This was nobility.
Bronze's Echo is magic. So all magic, regardless of what school. Viridis was more nature inclined, and Argentuma was more clerically aligned that way, with like restoration and necromancy as her domains of magic. Right.
If anybody would like a side quest, we've got to go and find something which he didn't want to go and find, but as he's had a calling, that he goes and finds it.
And are we all talking about this at present, like as an in character?
Not yet.
Oh,
It's
okay.
up to you guys.
Yeah or not?
Okay.
Yay or nay? We talking about this like as in character or out of character, Brian?
It's up to you guys if you want to talk about it in characters or your characters know, but you can certainly discuss it out of character because it's kind of cool world building stuff and
Yeah.
good topics for discussion.
Yes.
Nice.
It's basically the Marlons had gone to like a celestial plane, and there's lots of dragons. Actually opened up their mouths to speak to him. It's more like telepathic. Just putting like the words in his head and telling him that well, this is from Bronze Dragon in particular, just sort of saying that he had a tower that was hidden. Something's happened to uncover it, and he wants me to go and find it.
Okay.
It's been uncovered, and for some reason, and I have a little odd feeling.
Yeah,
From
I do too.
my character's backstory is I was part of a cult, but then they got too much for me. And I just wanted to make the world happier by making food, so left. So I have a funny feeling they might have got their back before me.
Well.
Hey, last version's from Snowwork.
Woo!
Sweet.
Hey. And if anybody had asked me my backstory, you would have known this months ago.
Well, we wanted it to be like a bit of a surprise. Yeah, we wanted it to be a little bit of a surprise, and a little bit of a shock. Yes. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by this.
Oh, you are free to tell your other players what you had if you really want to.
Okay, I shall read the following. You find yourself in a regal palace. Fine art adorned the walls. Servants walk around you, diligent in their duty. You are pulled towards a throne room. Within, you see a beautiful, pale, elven figure adorned in fine robes. She is in the middle of writing on a piece of parchment before her, and as you go to speak, a servant approaches and covers your mouth to silence you. The parchment is handed to you. On there you see a drawing of a serpent with 8 heads, one of which is severed. Below is a small piece of writing. Beware the ever-growing shadows of this world's past. One day they shall re-emerge to consume the light. I have a feeling that a certain dragon that we encountered before is going to make a return and cause all sorts of shenanigans.
Yes.
Maybe. If you
And,
want to, you can make a religion check and I can tell you what the actual drawing is.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I am intrigued with the drawing. Religion.
Because it takes a couple of religious things in your mind as you wake up. It's a case of,
God damn it!
wow.
Oh wow.
God. Fucking
You remember
damn
it's a
it.
story, and like the whole 8-headed serpent thing comes up a couple of times for Elven mystery and folklore and things like that. Your goddess Amaterasu has a run-in with one. Her brother,
Oh!
Susano also has one. It's kind of
Oh! I know! Out of character, I know what it is! Well, kind of. Yes! Oh! Oh! I think I know what it is you're talking about. I'm so glad I watched that video.
See, this has been long in the making. Go on then, Foxy.
And well, that one seems kind of well in thoughts as he sits in the at the table with the rest of the group, and just keeps thinking about the dream he had, and finally he opens up his mouth and is like, "So, you guys had these interesting dreams. I had sort of a weird dream, but I kind of get it, but still. And in this dream, I was awakened to find a shadowy hooded figure who is glaring at me, but it is me, actually. And his hands were covered in blood, as he is pacing around me before he grabs me by the throat, and and he just says, "I thank you for releasing me from that chest. As thanks, I shall not kill you now. I was asked by my superiors to give you a warning, though I feel that is unnecessary. I feel that my actions have spoken louder than any words. Please stay out of our affairs in the future." As he leaves, his form shifts into a spectral winged humanoid and vanishes into the mist. And that's when I woke up, and it was kind of unbelievable of a dream.
I will be honest right now, Foxy. Yours wasn't a dream. You were like fully woken up.
Oh wow! Damn!
And as you guys all come downstairs, despite the best intentions of the guards and everyone, you find that whoever was guarding the mayor is dead. And the mayor is just pinned to the wall.
Wait, I was guarding the mayor, wasn't I?
I assume you went to bed.
I mean,
No, she was guarding
I
the
was guarding the mayor.
Well, you must have done it off at some point.
She would wait downstairs with him
Okay then.
rather than
So-
take him upstairs. As
So
long as they
Yoko,
didn't
this
go through.
happens as you're asleep.
Okay.
So you had no idea this was going on. You are not dead. My apologies.
Oh.
I planned this out of you going to bed. Not actually staying with him.
That's okay.
I've forgotten you were a very stubborn paladin.
Yes.
So yeah, you
Like,
wake up.
yeah.
As you all wake up, Yoko especially is just like, mare pinned to the wall.
Like.
I still haven't done mine yet.
That's true. I don't know if Tom wants to
Yeah.
discuss his.
Yeah, sure.
And then we'll get back onto the game at hand.
And first thing is that he Betois actually asks, "Who did this?"
But wait a minute, Tom's got to do his dream.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
we
yeah,
just
yeah.
said.
Yeah.
I just said that.
Yeah.
Your dreams pull you into a cave, dark, damp, and humid. Deep crimson flames light the interior. Before you stand, two humanoids, huge in stature, with bodies of pure gold, wielding mighty hammers. Yes, I can. Is Dario gay all of a sudden?
No.
Okay, well, I'll carry on. Behind them, in the gloom of who, see a third. What? Your writing's really terrible, Brian. Sorry.
No, it's
Okay.
alright. I did speech dive on Google Docs. Doesn't read me very well. And I didn't spell check. Carry on.
Behind them, in the gloom, who you see a third humanoid. He turns to you, his face scarred and deformed. As you look upon him, you have met this man before. I know where I am. This is a really bad, weird episode of DIY SOS, and that's Nick Knowles.
Not what I was going for.
Clearly, these guys with the pure body of gold and wielding mighty hammers, they're the demolition crew. They're coming in for they're coming in for fix that can fix and wet trades. This man cave's going to look beautiful afterwards.
Darling, it's going to be gorgeous when we're done.
Anyway, he nods before you and says this. I'm sorry about my brother. The whole trouble he's caused. What happens here should not affect your plane of existence. If you could forgive me, this old craftsman, and do one favour, destroy the armour I made for him and reforge it into something useful. Prometheus was right about your kind. You have the talent to change the physical and the spiritual.
Why did he become a child all of a sudden? I don't know.
The dream world. Anything can happen.
It gets even worse when you realise that the guy that plays the Dream Lord also plays Arnim Zola in Captain America.
Well,
That little movie fact for you. Although my favourite one is that Richard Armitage's first major movie role before he really got to The Hobbit was he was in Captain America. He's the one that offs himself with the cyanide pill.
oh. Well then.
To be fair, even before that, he was Vicar of Dibley's husband. So,
Yeah. I didn't realise he was in there until I started looking up his film history, because it's like, oh, he has a really cool voice. I wonder what else he's been. He was in Vicar of Dibley? What?
But,
So, okay.
yeah.
All the dreams are shared out. So for you guys in the game, as you all awaken, Yoko is the first to notice. Everybody else comes down to see this horrific mess of the mayor pinned to the wall by what could only be described as various bits of blade. Clearly it was a great sword at some point, but it had clearly been shattered and each one was used as a nail to pin him to the wall.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Yoko's going to frickin' try and unpin the mayor. And just try and see whether she can revive him or at least get him alive. Or at least heal him.
Okay, you spend a little bit while doing that. Go ahead and make a medicine check for me as you go to check him over.
Mr. Mayor! Mr. Mayor! You better wake up! And,
Oh, wow.
Mr. Mayor!
Despite your best efforts, you're quite confident in saying that he is dead.
But I would have heard something if...
Hi. Hello. I got the visit from the being who was basically me.
Wait, you mean Do you think that maybe he did this?
That's really probable because his hands were drenched in blood.
Who? I told them not to open door!
I think that's not where he came in from. He might have gotten in through a window or something.
Well, whoever killed the mayor obviously didn't want anyone else to know what was going on.
Yeah, that seems quite possible.
But why nail him to wall? It bit elaborate.
Yeah, maybe it was kind of like illustrate a point or something. Maybe.
To say what? That
there are greater things beyond this guy to worry about.
either way. Either way, I think trade talks with Hillside is going to be difficult.
Yeah, I believe so too. Unless we would have like a necromancer who could do kind of like, reanimate him.
At which point, a few of the townsfolk are now starting to wake up, come in the pub and see the mess, and they're like, "Oh my good god!"
It wasn't us.
Get people out of there.
Okay.
All right. Do I notice anything else, like maybe odd with the scene besides the dead mare and?
Go ahead and make an investigation check. In
Can
fact,
I make
everyone
one
go ahead
as
and make
well?
an investigation check.
Yeah.
As you start clearing up the mess and do a full CSI.
Oh wow. Totally. Like literal CSI. CSI.
Ace detective.
Yes.
To see. I was just gonna silently walk around the room.
Okay. Dario, did you want to make an investigation check?
Okay.
See what people get, so I can give you all a good description. Oh, you all passed. How nice.
Sweet.
Wasn't a particularly hard DC. There wasn't much to go on. So as you guys take a step back and start investigating the pub a bit more, and you start to look around, the one thing that catches your eye is that whilst he's been pinned to the wall and left to bleed, blood has been splashed around a very specific pattern. You didn't notice it when you first woke up and those that came downstairs from the beds upstairs, but now you got taken the time and noticed the blood that's all across this back wall reads Xanatos.
Xanatos.
Mm-hmm. Xanatos.
Would any of us know who or what Xanatos is?
Go ahead and make a religion check. The only people will be at disadvantage will be you, Yoko, because it's not your sphere of religion.
Oh, okay. So, gosh darn it. Roll 20. Let my character sheet do stuff. Okay, religion. Wah.
Yeah. Name is completely foreign to you.
How about me?
Well, Marlon Empertoire. As you read it and start going, Sanatos. Oh, that's not good.
Like, oh.
Marlon, you know it from some tales and folklore, and it's kind of a bad idea to piss off death in general. And you're reminded of a story involving Xanatos being locked in the chest. Bertois, on the other hand, yours is much more akin to that of assassins. Of a legendary human assassin called Xanatos who could get into any building, get to any target regardless of their location.
Oh.
And was nicknamed the Grim Reaper. Because he could literally get to anyone. And his targets will be complete and everything else. He's kind of like the aspiration of all assassins.
Well,
there is no good or evil, there is just me kind of sense of thing.
Batois just tells the group about this. Okay, so basically we are facing the almighty Grim Reaper. If that text is any indication.
What do you mean, Grim Reaper?
Death!
Hey, big guy. Has a hood.
The big guy with the hood and scythe and
You mean to
skull.
say... You mean to say demonic figure came into this building without waking anyone up and killed the mayor?
Yes. And also showed up to me and told me that he is not gonna kill me because for now, because I let him out of the chest. Which in retrospect sounds like a bad idea.
It was bad idea. Why you let him out of chest?
I shot an arrow to the chest just to make sure it isn't something that it's not.
When you come across talking chest, you no touch it. Not with arrow, not with hand, not with blade. Because it probably come out regardless.
I'm laughing like a madman now. This has gone so well.
Yeah.
And as such, since I failed to do my duty, I suppose I have to go through penance of some sort.
Dang, it was me hoping I could scratch Paladin off PC killed list.
Say what now?
It's a Japanese thing. If you failed your duty, you can put seppuku.
No.
Darn.
No, I'm not going to contradict the Be the Light? No, well, preserve your own light. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, you are preserving it. You don't want this tarnish of failure to stain your honour.
Well, I shall have to go hungry for a few days.
Ah, you're gonna fast.
It only appropriate. It only appropriate punishment for breaking my tenet.
Ah, I see.
It's okay. I can make it through.
That's good.
Now, question is, what do we do now?
Any ideas? Because I'm completely drawing a blank.
Don't jump in all at once, guys.
So what was it again?
We're discussing what to do next. Like, or I suppose we should help townspeople get back on feet, and maybe stop
Maybe.
this war.
Maybe, yeah.
I will remind you that you do have an outstanding mission. And it's now pretty much report back and to say, hey look, war's over, you might want to cancel the next artillery barrage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
say,
head back to...
Whatever we've got to do first, and then...
Oh god damn it.
Yeah.
So, you guys head back across the battlefield. It is littered with craters, all sorts of bodies, and everything else. Resistance thanks you for stopping the artillery barrage and everything else. They'll still get people out of the way in case there's any more lingering violence, but for now they'll focus on containment. But you guys go across the battlefield and everything else. You go back to your lines, which are now closer to the city than they were. So it takes you better part of an hour and a half. At which point you see a very tired, bloody, battered Sergeant Thatcher. Not in his nicest uniform. It's, covered in scratch marks and tears. It's really quite disgraceful for him to look at.
As Betois notices Thatcher, he just runs straight at him and says, "Hey, Dario, come help us. Come help me with Thatcher. He seems he's not in the best of conditions right now."
I will cast Cure Wounds on Sergeant Thatcher.
He shakes you off Betois. It's like, I'm fine. I'm just tired and had a bloody fight yesterday.
There is one thing we would need to ask from you.
Oh, what's that?
Could we stop the artillery barrage of Valencia?
Have you got a reason for me to stop the artillery barrage?
Yes. Out of character, I don't remember it.
The war is over. Those who have initiated the war have stood down, and
the mayor of Valencia is just bloody pulp. We were gonna bring Temea to you, but before we had the chance, he was killed by a way more skilled assassin than myself.
He gives you a look that's not quite or terrible, but okay, he'll believe you for now, and he tells the gunnery sergeants to not fire. And to shamble with him over to the command tent, and whilst he's on the way, he's like trying to straighten himself out a bit more presentable. He turns around to you, Darren. Just right. So, how was Valencia? How are things?
Usual, just slightly.
You missed a lot of the good fighting out here. They really did push hard.
Yeah, your uniform's tattered and disgraceful. Best get that change.
Yeah, sorry, this was the nice one. The other one was completely ruined. Just be glad we don't have any women in this army, otherwise they'd just be too distracted.
Yoko just shoots like... Look, Yoko just does a whole... charming.
It's warfare. Gotta joke about something, otherwise you just go mad.
That is actually very true. Because if you don't keep jokes alive, it's just gonna be all grey mass of violence. Okay, maybe not grey mass, it's vermilion red mass of violence.
I suppose that's true, but being sexist isn't exactly a joke, but oh well.
Yeah. Well, so isn't a war.
That's also true. But anyway, we should go report back to Walker and tell him
Yes,
what happened.
definitely.
And as you're talking about this, you do come to the command center, which is really nice. Has the Emperor Mine flag fluttering on a small pole outside, and you are greeted by Walker, Jeeves, his Kenku butler, and a couple of other noble members from Ember Mine, as they sit over a map of the city and discussing, where the next bombardment is and all sorts of things. And Walker looks up and goes, "Ah, Daddy-o, my boy, how was the front?"
Seconds. In just 2 seconds.
Okay. No worries. So, Walker and Dario have the usual Blackadder back and forth camaraderie. So, tell me the good news. Is the war over?
Mm,
The war is over.
yes.
But
At least if you mean the other side, the war chief on the other side is dead. Not killed by us, by the way.
Well, that's kind of what I was after, so yes. In which case then, Jeeves, break out the good sherry. Jeeves sighs and good sherry. And they comes back a few moments later with a bottle of sherry, which looks like it's had a good chunk of it missing. I've obviously been drinking it long before this. So by good sherry, you reckon that the captain literally just meant the sherry. The only sherry we've got. To which they crack it open, pour themselves glasses, they pour glasses for all of you that want to partake, and it's like, "Gentlemen and lady, to the end of a war."
To the end of the war.
yeah, Yoko's not going to drink the sherry because she is going through penance.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, it's glasses for those that wanted it, and
Okay.
you can raise it but not drink it and come around.
Yeah, she'll raise it, but but not drink.
So yeah, they all have their shots of sherry. It's a nice sherry. It's got a nice fruity thing and a nice deep burn that goes down your gullet. At which point, Walker turns around to Thatcher and goes, "Thatcher, inform the men, the war is over. You can go home." Which means you lot are free from our employ. You are free to do as you wish.
Yes, no more war.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
But there is one thing we need to give you, which is our payment as promised, as an agreement. So earlier I said you guys had a choice of doing this Valencia bit and getting a house, not getting a house, or doing the Valencia bit and getting something else. I just need to flick back through my notes and remember where we were on that score. So bear with. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Also try and find me notes on it. What did I...
Yeah, Yoko's just going to do a lot of praying.
Ah, there it is. Found it. So yeah, as opposed to the townhouse, the other option which I gave you was pretty much a free magic item.
Okay.
So what Captain Walker hands you all is the 10th amount of a gift certificate, although this is a bit more official. And it allows you to go to Ember Mine and have one free purchase of a +1 magic item of your choice.
Okay.
Or equivalency thereof.
I suppose. I could upgrade my glaive. Like, if that's cool.
That's absolutely cool.
Yeah, I'll like click and drag it from the compendium and drop it like so.
I think I could basically upgrade my bow. To a +1 short bow.
You certainly can.
Sweet.
I was going to say, would the vicious glaive count as one, like a +1?
Let me have a look. Would help if I could spell glaive.
GLAIVE.
Apparently I failed my investigation check on a glaive.
Well,
But that's fine, that's when you just sit there and do a an item search.
there.
And I can't even find the vicious... Well, a vicious weapon. Am I just sucking this hard at using Roll20 today? Not Roll20 rather. D&D Beyond.
Sorry, my internet's tanking really badly tonight.
Ah. Damn.
Okay, thanks, Tim. Well, it seems like a good place to wrap up tonight anyway.
Okay.
Ah.
So we can pick up.
Okay.
So if you guys want to do anything in-game wise, like 2 weeks worth of stuff, let me know via DMs and we'll sort something out.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
Regarding to you,
next-
Tashi, a vicious weapon, I'd say no, is quite rare.
Okay, that's fine.
If you're looking for equivalency, like uncommon at best.
That's fine. No worries. At least I know, and I can upgrade accordingly. So that's all cool.
So, was it like that next week we don't have a session?
No, next week is still on. I mean, in game time, 2 weeks for the past.
Ah, I
As
see.
as there's not a lot going on world-wise, and if you guys want to push a certain side quest or a personal story or something like that, but otherwise, 2 weeks is a good bit of downtime to recover, rest, kind of counts for the second level up I gave you,
Mm-hmm.
and purchase items or make items or do whatever. So if Neil was still here, it would have been a chance for Neil to improve his arm.
Yeah. But he is not. Oh well.
Alright then. And with that, I think it's a good place to call it a night, so let's bid everyone a fine good night.
Yes.
Alright.
And,
Fine, good night it is.
And we'll see you all
For-
next time for some more D&D.
Yes.